Kristen. Welcome to Unscripted.
Hi, baddies.
You're the best person ever. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is my first podcast I've literally ever been on.
Shut up.
First podcast. I know.
Oh my God. I'm so very honored.
No, I feel honored to be here. Literally, when I met you, I was like, let me be on your podcast. And you were like, okay. And I was like,
No,
yeah,
the funny thing is, before you said that, I was gonna ask Shreya, I actually asked Shreya, I was like, do you think Isa would want to be on my podcast? Because her energy, her knowledge, just everything about her, I just love it, and I want her on. And she's like, I swear she would love to. And then you told me, can I be on your podcast?
No, literally, I
yeah.
point blank asked her, let me be on your podcast. And then, yeah.
No questions. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm so happy. Thank you for having me because I love attention. I love to talk. I love to be in front of a mic. And honestly, like I was telling you earlier, like I want to get back in my podcast game. And so this is like a really easy way for me to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, but it's also not on my channel. So I can just kind of get a little bit well acquainted with this space and the format. And this is so luxe. Like,
no, this is literally
Krishna's got it. Like, this is so luxe.
I just love, before I would do the online, I told you, face-to-face on Riverside. You know, we all got to start somewhere. So when I found out about this space and I started coming here, I was like, this is like the ultimate experience for a guest as well, right? You come in, you just have to sit, relax, we yap, we make some videos, and then you leave.
Perfect day. And then we get lunch.
And then we get lunch. Yes.
No, this is literally perfect because honestly, I used to have a podcast and it was like on like virtual and it was with my cousin. And so the lagging was awful. The quality was awful. And like I was saying before, it's so hard when you're like trying to figure everything out. You have to make sure the mics are on. You have to make sure the cameras are rolling.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, now I have to start my podcast and now I have to be the host too.
Yep.
And then edit everything. It's just like too much for my brain. So I was like,
too much.
I can turn it off and then I can just come in here and talk.
Yeah, this definitely helps. I would still wish I could have more time to edit, but it's fine.
You know what? It's no cuts, no breaks. You guys are getting raw, real, authentic.
That's literally what I do on most of my episodes. Like 95% of the time, I have no cuts in my episodes.
Because why? It's a conversation.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Like I want the listener to feel, listener and viewer, because now we're on YouTube.
Hey.
I want them to feel like they're in the room sitting with us. And
yeah,
because we're
the fourth wall.
Yeah. And no edits.
No, because this is like how a real conversation goes. It's like, do you feel better when you come in here? Like you feel less pressure when you come in to do a podcast and you're talking for 45 minutes to an hour and like you don't have to feel like, I'm even catching myself like I'm like, Isa, slow down a little bit. I'm like, okay, I don't have to like get everyone's like peanut brain. Cause on TikTok and Instagram, it's so hard because you're just like cutting, splicing because people's attention spans, including myself, are not how they used to be.
Yes.
But as soon as I turn on a podcast, it's like my brain does this thing where it's like, okay, actually tune in. And it's like watching your friend or like listening to like a voice memo or something like that. Like that's what this feels like. Yeah. So I feel like it's less pressure, right?
And 100%. Also, there's no script, right? I have these questions to just help me maneuver the conversation, but other than that, I try not to keep a script. This is more for the guests to feel at ease, and for me, it's more, I'm gonna get to the point.
Hey,
but just trust me to get there.
We'll get there. It's just we have detours.
Yeah, exactly.
On, she has these cute little cards. Ooh, unscripted little baby.
It's so cute. But before we continue our episode, someone who's tuning in who hasn't gotten to know you, tell them about you and what you do.
Ooh, that's a good question. So whenever people ask me like what kind of content I make, it's always really hard for me to answer. I'm always like, I'm the personality hire. Yeah. So I'm Isa. Full name Isabella Morella Rodriguez, but I like to go by Isa Kristen. That's what my friends call me. I'm full-time creator. I've been doing it full-time for, I would say, 3 years. 2.5 full-time.
That's amazing.
It's been great. It's been amazing. I downloaded TikTok in like April of 2022, so we've been on there for 4 years.
So you started on TikTok, then you moved to Instagram?
I started on Instagram, Reels, doing just like fashion videos, like 30 days of outfits or whatever. And then I got like 1,000 views and I was like, guys, we're worldwide.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, let me move over to TikTok.
Yeah.
And I just started trying to find my niche. I still haven't found it, I feel like.
I haven't either.
I'm just like, I'm posting.
Literally, TikTok is like my spam account. I tell people that all the time.
That's the energy you have to go into it.
Yeah. I'll post my curated videos, but I love to yap so randomly. So TikTok is my spam account.
It's like when I get the zoomies, I'll put my phone.
Yes.
And I'm just like talking to camera. I try and like level up my content a little bit. I try and dip my toes into like lifestyle. Vlogs are my bread and butter. Like I love a vlog.
You're so good at that.
I love it. I grew up in like the era of YouTube and OG YouTubers, so I feel like I'm very used to that.
Yeah.
And I call my followers chismosas, which means
saw that.
gossiper
So
in
cute.
Spanish. But yeah, I try and make different content. So just like vlogs, lifestyle. Sometimes I sprinkle in like a little bit of wellness, beauty, fashion. And I just moved to Austin, so I'm an Austin creator. I moved here literally 3 months ago, and it's been amazing. And I'm married, have a dog, just bought a house. I turn 27 next month.
Can you believe that you did all that and you're only 27?
I can't.
It's amazing.
I can't. I'm very, very grateful. I try and stay grounded in gratitude because honestly, I feel like our lives feel like a movie, like fake, like not reality. So yeah, it's amazing. So
That's amazing, Isa. Like when I first met you and you told me all this, my immediate reaction was, wait, how old are you? Because when you told me you were 27, I was like, there's no way. Because the way you have, grounded yourself, the way you've had such great success, and the way you talk about things in life in general, and you're married, I thought you were like in your 30s, like with me. And then when you told me, I was like, oh shit.
No,
I was like, it's very rare. I'm not gonna say older people, but when you think you have your life together and then you meet someone that literally is someone you inspire to be like, and then you find out, oh wait, life is not about your age. It's about just like surrounding yourself with really great people who can teach you. That's how I felt when I met you.
Aww.
And I was like, oh shit, this is amazing. I love being challenged like that.
Yeah.
And I love, because when we had that one power lunch, oh my God.
Girl, that was the lunch.
I left feeling so recharged and
happy.
energized. I was like, that's the kind of people I always want to be around.
I feel like you find those kinds of people here in Austin, though.
Yes.
Like,
for sure.
You can find them anywhere, but there's just something about Austin that everyone's like a go-getter. Like everyone's.
Yes.
I was like, okay, if I want to start these like brunches or dinners where we talk business, who's gonna be interested in that? We're just girls. We talk about beauty. No, everyone has been interested.
Yes.
Like immediately you were like, yeah, count me in. So, and people actually show up to these things. People are like by their word. They're like very by their word. So I love that like energy of Austin, and I feel like you're very easy to talk to because like remember I was telling you I love to yap and I love to like brain rot, but also putting a business cap on, but having someone that matches that energy when you're even in your 20s and 30s in this industry is so hard to find because everyone's like, what's the video?
Yeah.
What trend are we doing? And it's like, girl, hey, let's maybe talk about how we can make this sustainable. Let's talk about our ROI. Let's talk about our EMV.
Yeah.
So
and also it's more like there's so much competition too versus collaboration in our industry.
Yes.
And that's what that really not upsets me, but disappoints me because it's like,
that's a good word.
There is so many people in this space and there's so much room for all of us. I say this all the time. There is millions of brands, guys. There's so many, and everyone wants to work with everyone. But when there is like people that you think are gonna collaborate with you and they're like, no, it's really disappointing because you're like, damn, I would you're just so amazing from the outside. I would love to learn from you, but they don't give a fuck.
I know. And that's there's a lot of fake people in this industry, as there are just like in the world in general. Yeah. But I think when we get into the nitty gritty, like dealing with girls, like yes, we're women, we're grown, but dealing with girls is hard. Yeah. Especially when there's a lot of competition and
100%
girls who view it like that.
Yeah. There's so much.
Ooh, a shiver down my spine. I'm scared.
I can't. All right. Since you just moved to Austin, what's one thing you've learned since moving here that you didn't expect?
Oh my gosh, that I can grow more. I think that's what I've learned. Yeah. And I can grow under stress. And I think I do well under stress. I think my life, so I was born in South Florida. I was raised there until I was like 12. And then in like 2012, 2013, my family moved to Northern Virginia. I went to finished 8th grade, did high school and college. That's where I met my husband and lived there until this past April. And it's not that I was complacent with my life, but it was like I was living in my college town, which was rural. It was Winchester, Virginia, my neighbor was a cow. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing really there.
Was
no,
a cow.
no, like dead ass. Like it was a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I think that I felt so unmotivated being in the space that like didn't spark any creativity for me. So I always had to spark the creativity for myself and my work. So moving to Austin has kind of shown me, and I've learned, whoa, I am so much more creative than I think. I am so much more productive than I thought. And I can grow in these circumstances, in these situations, more than I would have just being in the same space, doing the same thing, having the same day to day. And I think that that's something that I've been proving to myself of like, oh, I can do better and I can grow, but you don't grow when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You have to, it's been so
Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
Girl, it's been so uncomfortable moving. Buying a house for my first time with my husband was so difficult and so.
Hey, you made it look like so graceful, by the way.
Thank you so much for saying that because
it didn't look like a hot mess from what I saw.
No, like I think buying a home and like obviously you have bought a home and like you understand that it's easy but it's hard.
Oh my God, the paperwork is the hardest part.
Mama, don't get me started.
That stack of fucking papers you have to.
No, my hand was like literally I was like gaslighting myself. I was like, is that my signature? Is that my name? Where am I?
No, seriously.
So yeah, I think it's been you just prove yourself every day. Like little victories, small wins, like, oh, I can do better than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. I feel like Austin is very much that environment and like that energy. So I love that.
Yeah. And you can get through it.
Anything.
Yeah.
You can get through anything.
That's how that's why I said that you made it look so graceful. I feel like that's where you and I are very similar. No matter what situation we're in, we make light of it.
Of course.
And it's very hard to find people like that.
No, because why not though? Like why would you make the difficult situation
more difficult?
Like I think it's also like we love humor. Like we love to like make light of things and we love to like make things not seem as like I don't know, as dark or as hard as they actually are. Like I remember my brother in like I was in 8th grade. He was like in college. He had a brain tumor. It was benign, but he had to get it removed and everything. And we were like in the ICU. And like me and my other brother were making him laugh because I'm like, poor thing, you're like in the ICU.
He's already going through it, you know? You want to not let him sit on it and think about all the worst case scenarios.
Exactly. Why not make a joke? Why not make someone laugh? Of course, time and place, read the room, divas. Yeah. But life is a little better when there's a little bit more joy.
100%.
You know?
I know I got my car towed last month after this event. And
girl.
Parked at the wrong spot. That's the first time I've ever had my car towed. Funny. So I got out and I was like, wait, I swear to God I parked there. And Rhea was with me. So we're both like, wait, I literally parked there. And she's like, oh my God, your car got towed. And I was like, I just started laughing. They're like, you're not freaking out. I was like, no, we're going to find it.
Yeah, but if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. And I'd rather laugh.
I'd rather laugh than freak out over this. Yeah. And then I called my husband. I was like, Shay, he's like, I got the notification. And I was like,
everything's fine.
It was so fun.
And what? Everything's going to be okay. And look, you got it back.
Yeah.
And you learned, lesson learned.
Exactly. It was great. It was also like lesson learned of, you know, when things go wrong, you just like, if you do stress over it, you make the situation so much harder. 100%. So when you're like laughing at it, you're like, okay, now I got to call this number.
100%. Yeah.
So it's way better.
Everything has a solution.
So before you started your content creator journey, what did you think you'd be doing?
I definitely thought I was going to be working in public health. So I have a bachelor's degree. So I went to Shenandoah University, tiny like little liberal arts university in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. I have my bachelor's in public health. With minors, I did health communication and gender and women's studies.
Yes.
And then I got my master's at UNC Chapel Hill in public health leadership. So I was 100% like going down that public health road. Like I knew I was going to be doing public health. I did research. I like did a whole research study, we were at a women, infant, and children's clinic, a WIC clinic, and we were like studying socioeconomic, like low socioeconomic women, preconception health, maternal health, all that kind of stuff. I even like wrote a manuscript on it and everything with my mentor. Wow. I was for real going down this road of like, I was going to be doing some kind of research, maybe some kind of like maternal health consulting kind of thing. So I started my TikToks in grad school.
And talking about this.
I didn't talk about grad school
Oh,
at
wow.
all. Like when I tell people I have a master's degree, they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, girl. Like
I know it's amazing.
No, I'm in so much debt." But yeah, they like it was. I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not using my degree, but I try to. I try and like think of everything that you learned in school. Like you studied poli-sci.
Yeah. I can't believe you remember that.
Of course, because crazy. I was like, "Whoa, she's smart." It takes a different kind of brain to do poli-sci, but like sometimes you have to sprinkle in like, okay, maybe we're having a conversation here and maybe we're not going to talk about politics, but like you can take some of those words and kind of like some of those different studies that you took and sprinkle it in.
Yeah, I mean, I got to learn about a lot of different world politics that literally play into today's world right now.
Amen.
And that's where I stay empathetic to what's happening in the world, and that's why I'm really grateful for what I studied, because one, I learned how to do research, and I continue to do that on current matters.
Learning how to research is so important.
It's so important, and it's very hard, but it's really, it helps in every field.
Girl, you can tell when someone hasn't used Google Scholar. I'm like, girl, be for real. Make sure your sources are cited.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but I think you bring up a good point that like you're more empathetic, and I think that when it's not to say that like being well educated means you're going to be empathetic, because
it's very different.
Very different, but I think that when you learn more, no matter if you're learning by experience, if you're learning by like reading things and like all, you know, everything cumulatively, like I think if you are constantly learning and you like are committed to learning, this was something that I learned in my master's program. It's like this lifelong commitment to learning is what we call it in public health.
Yeah.
I think when you are committed to that and learning and unlearning, you become more empathetic.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
And you become a better person.
You become a better person out of it. And it's like, yeah, I think it's really important to come at it from that lens instead of being like, well, I'm well educated, so I don't have to learn anything. Girl,
exactly.
half of what you know is wrong.
Yeah. My professor, last class ever for college, she said, that stuck with me till this day. It's been like 15 years.
But you're only 18.
I'm only 18. I just started college yesterday.
Guys, please.
She said, never stop reading. That's the best advice I can give you. And that's something I'll take on, whether it's reading romance fantasy or world stuff or just anything in general. Never stop reading, because honestly, it just fires up your brain in a different way.
Do you read a lot?
I do read a lot.
I don't read.
But I read smut. Like a lot of stuff.
Okay, but at least you're reading something. I don't read. I always say, I'm like, I can't read. Like, I can't.
But then you're learning through podcasts. You're learning through other things.
Yeah.
Conversations. You're having real conversations.
Yeah, no, that's
true. You know?
So, yeah, that's true. I should learn a little bit more. This morning I saved an audiobook on Spotify because it just like came up, and it was like what is it called? It's learning how to let go. Oh, Detached is the book.
Okay.
And it just kind of like, I just like need to let go of some things. Like I was telling you, like I want to do a podcast because I'm like, I have a hard time letting go of
I'll help you let go. I used to have a hard time with that, and a lot of therapy taught me you just gotta do it.
I love therapy.
I love therapy.
God bless.
I could do a whole episode on just therapy.
God bless therapy. Girl, even if you go to one session, take that,
use it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
When did you think, you thought you were gonna go through this path of public health, women's health, all this stuff? When did you think like content creator was gonna be, oh shit, this is my full-time job now? I could make this my full-time job?
Oh, girl.
Because I feel like so many creators, me and you, are great examples, because I made this full-time job just a couple of years ago, but only started making like actual monetizing this year. So which oh my God, thank God.
We're so happy for.
How did you know? Like, you know what? Wow, I can't believe. Also, I'm still shook on that you started 3 years ago, because I thought I knew you started a few more years before that, but you started 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago you got on the Ulta Beauty Collective, and then did it for 2 years.
Yeah,
you're insane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like
anyone else? No, it's
I
when you
love
put it that way. Thank you so much. Yeah,
I didn't realize when you put that, I was like, wait,
yeah,
she started.
She
got on the collective 2 years ago. That's a big deal.
No, it is. It really is. Like I remember I downloaded TikTok in 2022.
Yeah.
I was in grad school because I graduated from undergrad in 2021. And I was in the car with my husband, and I was like, I think I can maybe make money from this. should I download it? And he's like, yeah, why not?
Why
My
not try
husband,
some?
shout out.
Dude.
Shout out Mr. Isa. He is the most supportive person in the entire world.
We have great partners. Like, I'm
thank
so thankful for the people.
For Shay and Mr. Isa.
Yes.
Girl, it's so important.
Yes, it is.
It's so important. Like, I wouldn't be here without him and without my support system.
Yeah.
But I looked at him and I was like, I think I can make money from this. Let me just try and let me start posting. So for like a year, I started posting on TikTok and I was just like, okay, I'm finding my groove. Some things did really well. A lot of content with my dad would go viral. Like, people online love my dad.
People love parents.
Which I love him. Like, God bless him. But I was like, this is about me, not about you, King. So I think when I made my first 5-figure deal on TikTok. 5-figure deal.
Period.
I think I had I was between like 30 to 90,000 followers on TikTok. And I was like, whoa, it was a lot more work than I would do now for the amount that I was charging. And I had management. I think at that point, I was like, whoa, this could be full time. I have a manager. I have an amazing team. I'm still with them, Madrid Management, shout out. And yeah, we were getting like these 5-figure deals. And then those 5-figure deals turned into, 4-figure deals turned into 5-figure deals. That was, from that shift, I was like, whoa, this could actually be something.
Yeah.
And I applied for the Ulta Beauty Collective. I got it in 2024. Amazing. I reapplied the next year. I got it again. I was a mentor. I'm finishing up literally my last month of the collective right now. And I'm so grateful for it. So I think once I started making decent money that was as much, if not more, than I would have made in the world of public health. Like, I look it up all the time on Indeed. I'm like, how much can a VP of a public health nonprofit program, blah, 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 make? Yeah. And the numbers are just like, you can't compare them. So I think it was like at that point with management and making an actual salary. But now I'm just like hungry. Like,
Me
now
too.
Just, like, I want more and I want more and I want more. My manager's like, whoa, Nelly, like, let's calm down a little bit. Like, you don't burn yourself out, because I tend to do that. But yeah, once the 3-figure deals turned into 4-figure deals, turned into 5-figure deals. Yeah. That's when I was like, this is what I should be doing.
Amazing. Well, let's talk business since we're here. That's our favorite topic.
I know. Okay, business cap is going on. Okay.
What is something you've had to learn that had nothing to do with content?
Oh my God. What is something that I've had to learn that has nothing to do with content?
In the business side of this social media journey.
Ooh, I think this goes for everything. The first thing, I actually journaled about this morning, is discipline. Discipline is so important. And it has everything to do with content creation, but it has nothing to do with it, because discipline can go for the gym, can go for your diet, can go for your relationship, can go for anything, right? And I think that discipline is such an unused and untapped skill. I think being disciplined is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And I struggle with it a lot. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm like undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah. So I think with our brains, like, it can be hard to be on a schedule, but I thrive on a schedule. Yeah. So I think being disciplined is something that a lot more people need to tap into, and scheduling and treating, which this obviously has now to do with content creation, but like, when you have discipline, I think it's really important to treat content creation like a 9 to 5. Yeah. Have your boundaries. Yes. Clock out, clock in. Of course, you have to kind of
adjust from day to day.
Absolutely. You're going on a trip. Okay, maybe we vlog it, maybe we don't. You're going to eat. Maybe I vlog it, maybe I don't. Yeah. It's a Saturday. I'm going to vlog, but I think people burn out really quickly. Yeah. So yeah, discipline across the board is something that I have learned is really important when it comes to content creation, but everything else too.
I'm also going to add on to the discipline, it's consistency as well. Because those go hand in hand. Because you can be very disciplined, but if you're not consistently showing up online, you're not going to build the audience that you want to build.
A little DNC.
Yes.
A little.
DNC.
The Democratic National Convention. No, a little C&D. Yeah, consistency. That's such a good point.
Both of your discipline is so important, but also consistency in the discipline. Because discipline only works if you're consistently showing up, right? So that part. That's super important.
That part, sister.
Because everyone's like, oh, you just post every day. It's probably so easy. I'm like, you might think it's easy, but you have to like you said too, boundaries. Like, if I give my friends advice who are starting content creation now, they just started and they said, how would you do your content schedule as someone who just started? So
that's a really good question.
Yeah. So I told them, which you can give your advice too, because I feel like you're really good at it. I always do.
I always chime in.
I said, if you're first starting out, I would say in the first month and 2 months, try to post 3 to 4 times weekly. Like on your feed, 3 to 4 times. Very easy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday schedule. Whatever you want. But daily post 3 to 5 stories. Because people need to know who they're following.
Yeah.
They need to know who you are. And if you are just starting, they're not going to be like, oh, why did she just start posting, but she's not telling us on her stories like how she got here or whatever. And then also always make that's something I learned through management, but always make your about me video and tell people about you and then pin it to your profile.
I totally forget to do that all the time.
My manager reminded me and I was like, oh, let me do that real quick.
I need to do, actually, computer, write that down. I need to do like a little about me, like an updated video. That's so true. I think definitely like being on the media is like this concept, right? It's like be on the media. So syndicate everything, cross post, whatever you post everything. To Instagram, post it to TikTok, post it to YouTube Shorts. So like just be on the media because you never know where you're going to grow. And I think that you need to water what's willing to grow.
Yes.
Right. So I think posting back in the day, like when I first started, I was posting like 3-5 times a day.
I know.
And that's how you grew. And I think now
that's how I grew too. But it's like now people get so overwhelmed from that. If you tell them that, they'll be like, oh, fuck that.
No, it's a little bit harder now because there's so many people online. Right. So I think quality over quantity.
Yes.
So make a good quality video, invest in like, I whipped out my lights for the first time this morning and I was like, whoa, this makes such a difference. Like invest in like, maybe upgrade your phone. I have a content phone now. Like I film with back camera, set up your lights, like invest in a little bit of like a good quality setup and just start posting. Like I think I too, aside from the schedule, it's your mindset.
Yep.
Your mindset, because if you're going to listen, views and stuff like that, yes, they still get to me, but I post and I go about my life as if I am a pop star diva. Like I have over 10 million followers. Like 1 billion people know who I am. And that is how I move through life.
You and I are so opposite in that because you move like that. I move like no one knows me. I just got to keep going and push through.
And a humble queen, yin and yang, is always important. Because
if I think like that, I start getting in my head like, oh my God, there's so many people watching.
Like the idea of being perceived.
Yes. And then I'm just like, no, nobody knows me. I'm still at 5K. That's how I put my mindset.
That might work for some people.
Yeah.
You know, I think that.
But I like yours too. I want to find that balance. So.
It's about balance too. It's like you have to stay humble and be like, okay, I know who I am. Like I know I can walk down any street and like no one's gonna know who I am. But like even at our size followings, like if you're in the right room, people are gonna know who you are.
Yeah, and also on top of that, I was telling another friend of ours that following doesn't matter. You can make so much money just from having a good community. Like you don't need a big following.
No,
there are perks to it, yes, but you can still make a good amount of money.
You can make $500,000 having less than 200,000 followers.
Hold on. Can you teach me how to do that?
Yeah, I will. You can make $500,000. You can net $500,000 with 160,000 followers. Trust and believe. And I also think it's like management, but also if you don't have management, I think it's also knowing how to pitch yourself. Like don't undervalue yourself, which is what
that's what I was gonna ask you.
So many people that.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you the next one, but before we continue to the next question, I will go on what you said. You can't really care about the views. And also on top of that, if you really want to make it and want to do this as a full-time, you cannot care about what people say because that's the biggest thing you have to let go and unlearn. And once you do that, boom, it's a different kind of state of mind.
It absolutely is. And also like your space is your space. You curate it. So I think like if you don't like what someone said, you block them.
Block. I'm on my It literally is your page. You could do whatever you want.
The way Jackie Ina moves is like so iconic to me because she'd be blocking anyone for breathing. And I'm like, yes.
No, literally someone puts a weird comment, block immediately.
Yeah, because I'm not allowing you to have any or receive
any
of my energy on my page.
Yep.
And I will not be receiving any of your negative energy. And even if I don't like how you look, I will remove you because this is my space. So I think it's a good balance of that, and also like just that mindset of whatever works for you, right? So if I think brands are more so looking at good high quality content versus content that performs really, really, really well. And I think it's also, if you're starting out, just a little quick tidbit. If you're just starting out, I think that you should, and you want to work with brands, it's okay to take gifted collabs.
Yes.
I took gifted and like crap pay.
I did so many gifted and crap pay.
It's okay.
But that's how you start.
It gives you experience.
And also that's how you build a relationship with the brand. That's big.
Yeah. It's really important to also make product focused videos.
Yes.
So if you...
Oh, I forgot to say that part.
It's so good. Like, I think if you're like sitting down, let's do a full face of Milani Cosmetics. Let's do a full face of Ulta Beauty Collection. Let's do a full Saltaire body.
Or start showing your fits and then say, oh, this is where I got this from. This is where... It might sound silly, but when you start talking about brands, tagging brands see it. Tag every single brand you use in a video, even if you're not saying it. So they see that their brand is a part of your daily life.
Yeah, it's a little product placement. Come on, shout out Update.
Yeah, drink update. It's actually really delicious.
It's so good. My favorite is pineapple and mandarin.
Kimmy, you actually did good.
Kim, babe,
I'm proud
you know how to make. You know how to make a good brand.
You know how to make a good brand. It's
come on the pod.
Yeah, come on, please.
Come on,
please. So speaking of companies, what's your biggest non-negotiable when working with brands now?
Ooh, I've never thought of that.
Me
My
either.
biggest non...
And I'm asking you.
Fact,
wait, me either.
Not I.
Let me think about it too.
Wait, biggest non... I have to like adjust myself for this question.
Question.
Do I look skinny? Okay.
Dude, you're the skinniest. Are you serious?
Literally. I'm a speck of dust. What's my biggest non-negotiable? Okay, kind of niche, but perpetuity. Mm-hmm. I will not give you a year of organic usage for my work. Okay. Absolutely not. That is my biggest thing.
With paid or without paid?
Either.
Okay.
That is a huge red flag for my team. They're like, if they're asking for a year usage, you have to be paying by month.
Yeah.
Because if not, I cannot do that. And I think also another non-negotiable is like you have to communicate and you have to be flexible.
Yes.
Because things always come up. I think creator, management, and brand all have to communicate. It's a symbiotic relationship. You have to be able to like, it has to be open and it has to be fluid. Of course, there are so many influencers in our space that don't know how to meet a deadline.
Yes.
And I think it's like, it's okay to ask for an extension.
Yes.
So they have to be flexible, but I also have to be flexible of like, hey, they have live dates already slated. I have to make the inconvenience work. Yeah. Yeah. What about you? Such a good question.
On that one, thank you. On that one, I will also say it's the flexibility because I do travel a lot. A lot of personal travel. I wish it was with the brand. Shout out, please. Choose me for your next brand trip.
It will be.
No, but I do travel a lot and I love it. But my team knows that too, and I do tell them like, hey, I'm traveling during these dates. Can you please ask the brand if I can post the next week or create my content the week after? Because they will. You know how brands are. They'll come back to you, approve your concept, and go, okay, tomorrow we want the content.
Oh, girl, the turnaround times have been crazy.
Lately? Okay, it's not me, right?
No.
I have been losing my mind. And I'm like, wait, before I crash out, let me take a deep breath.
No, it's happening.
Because what the hell is that? So now I'll fight back a little because I'm like, okay, I can't be just like, working like someone they're just throwing around, Like I need to have some respect for myself. And
it's disrespectful for them to be like, hey, you get the product and you have this in by tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, it's
happened before too many times. So this time now I kind of push back a little unless my management's like, no, they really need this. Okay, fine. Management vouches for me. I vouch for myself. And that's a really big thing. And then another one, when brands just come back and nitpick at the little things, I hate it. So I try to do every single thing on the brief.
Yeah.
And then if they nitpick, I will I'll be like, okay, one time. And then if they nitpick again, and then the second time I'm like, hey, can you please tell them it's not going to work?
No, the rounds of revisions,
Yeah.
like we always keep it at like 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about the fact that brands always want their full product name and product logo and everything within the first 3 seconds?
Can we please talk about this?
Be for real.
Because brands, I love working with brands. I love them. But when you make it that difficult for the creator, the product immediately is gonna fail on our page because people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is a paid ad. I don't want to look at this."
Girl, I don't even want to see the product until I'm 25 seconds in, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is an ad." My best ad that I don't want to say fooled people, but that people were like, "Whoa, Isa, like I really did not know this was an ad."
Yeah.
But I didn't do it to deceive.
Yeah.
I did it because I was like, "This is such a natural integration into my life." Is this app called the Finch app, and it's like a daily habit tracker app, and I loved using it. And you would get this like little chirp. It was like a little bird, and the bird would like grow, and you could like every time you created a habit or like did a habit and like checked it off your list, you could like buy it a hat or buy it a purse or something like that. So it was like a game. And I just had morning routine I would always do like morning routine as a 26-year-old teenage girl. And I just like integrated it, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to build habits. So like, let's go on the Finch app, blah, blah, blah. When I tell you, people were like, I couldn't believe this was an ad.
No, I love when ads are like that.
Integrated.
Yep. A really good one that did well for me was like this mini little camera.
I saw that.
Even though they wanted the first video of the clip, it just felt so natural to me because I use stuff like that every single day. But my biggest pet peeve is when a brand gives you a full script and goes, you have to say these things.
When I have
sometimes I'm like, okay, this is an easy pay, but how do I make it sound less addy? How do you even fight those?
It hurts my heart a little bit when I have to, like, a concept doc will ruin my day.
Yes.
Because I'm just like, for anyone that isn't familiar with like a concept doc, is like once you say, okay, I'm going to work with this brand. Yeah. You get a creative brief from the brand. Hey, this is the product. This is our company. This is what we want you to say.
And these are some things that you have to mention no matter what. Yeah. Do's and don'ts.
Key messaging.
Yeah. CTAs.
Yeah. Product benefits, whatever it may be. You get that brief, and then you have to sometimes fill out a concept doc. And it's just a Google Doc.
I'm literally doing that right now with a brand, and I'm just like,
no, and then
pulling my hair out because I want it to be natural.
When they want a script, because I like in a week from now, like
what I said, it's
future Isa doesn't think that.
Same.
She doesn't want to do that. So that's why I always do like talking to camera videos, because I'm like, can't really decide right now what I'm gonna say, so I'm just gonna
on
talk
those.
To camera.
Do you ever like on those? This is actually advice that I need right now, but because I fill out concept docs all the time too, and I'll write like the voiceover, and then in the end I'll be like, all of this won't be exactly what I'm saying, but this is just a gist of it.
Yeah, subject change.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I think also the easiest thing is like just saying script, because sometimes I like to go off the vibe of the video. So script will be more polished when it comes to like day of recording. But yeah, just put the product key claims and everything like that. And as long as you hit those, you're good.
Yeah.
You're golden.
The product placement in the first 3 seconds, though, that one gets me every
No, Mama. Tell me about it. I'm sick.
Hey, if they're going to pay us, fuck it.
I'll do it for a check.
I'll do it. You tell me shake my ass, I'll shake it.
And I would.
What's another business lesson that's completely changed the way you work now?
Oh my gosh, Karishma.
I'm sorry. It's just like, I feel like whoever's listening to this is going to get so much out of this.
I hope I'm making sense. Business lessons that completely has changed. Okay, I think I said it earlier, but this one creator friend of mine, her name's Naz, she told me, she was like, you have to be willing to water what's willing to grow.
Okay.
Right? And I think that that's true regardless in every other aspect of your life. But when it comes to content creation, we'll find that the algorithms change daily. The software changes daily. The landscape changes very rapidly. So, 2 years ago, I could post myself literally looking at the camera saying nothing, and I could get 150,000 views.
Same.
Now I'm like taking all day to film a video, and I'm editing the crap out of it.
Because you want valuable, you want hook, you want quality, you want everything.
You're working twice as hard to get half of the results that you were getting before. on maybe one platform, but you syndicate that over to another platform
And it does way
and it does
better.
great.
Yeah.
So I think that you have to be willing to pour into the platforms that are willing to grow. Maybe that's your podcast, maybe that's your YouTube channel. And also be okay with a little bit of failure.
Yeah. Oh my
You
God.
have to be okay to fail so that you can learn. And but yeah, that was something that I was like, okay, maybe my TikToks right now are not doing well. I'm gonna go over to Instagram and I'm gonna try and grow a little bit more on Instagram. Hey, I haven't done a YouTube video in 2 years. Maybe I should get on that. Maybe that's where the landscape is a little bit better. So yeah, I think it's that, and that kind of concept and that ideology also really helps in every aspect of your life too, right?
Yeah, 100%. I love doing trial and error. I do shorts. I haven't even been on shorts. You reminded me. I need to start posting on shorts again.
Girl.
I literally posted shorts every single day, and I grew to 2,000 subscribers. So
shorts is where it's at.
Shorts is where it's at.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't work on shorts, it always works on TikTok. If it doesn't work on TikTok, something will hit on Instagram. But like I said, every single platform is different with different viewers. Yeah. So you don't know who's taking it in. So cross post everywhere. I also love Facebook too, and even though Facebook trolls are crazy, and YouTube trolls are even crazier.
You won't ever see me responding to a comment.
I pause those. I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
But another place I love to post on is Threads, and I told so many people.
You are a Threads girl.
I am a Threads girl. I have 10,000 followers on Threads, so I tell people all the time, Threads is something people are underusing right now, and I really, really believe, I give it a year, I think Threads is going to be somewhere where brands want you to post on.
I need to get back on Threads. It was the same thing with like Lemon 8 was kind of popping off for a while. That's kind of died off. I also think that Substack.
Yes, I haven't started on Substack.
Me neither. I want to, because I love to send like long-winded messages.
Okay, and that's what Substack is?
It's very much like a more written, and I love to write. I love writing. So I think it's like an easier way for like your community or new people to get to know you, who are actually taking the time to invest in you and actually get to know you and take the time to read a paragraph or two,
All right, let's start on.
We're gonna do a lunch and we're gonna talk about.
We're gonna do a Substack.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna start a Substack.
Sponsored by
Drink Update.
And Substack.
And
Kim Kardashian.
Wait, I actually do want to start a Substack, and I almost did, and then I was like, I don't want to do this. This is just so much.
We'll do it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do a power lunch.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing in this business. Surround yourself with people that want you to win.
Yeah.
Because there are weirdos.
Let's get into it, Mama.
There are weirdos, because this is a huge business advice, creator advice, friendship advice, girl talk.
Yeah, for real.
But surround yourself with people that are good. Like, good as in not just like telling you everything you want to hear, but also telling you, hey girl, I don't think this is working for you, but let's like reevaluate and see what else can work. Absolutely. Right? Have you met people like that in Austin?
Yeah. There's a lot of girlies like that. You're one of which is you. And
love you.
I think I think we've had this conversation before, but like you always want your friends to supersede you.
Yes.
You want
100%
to skyrocket. And if that means that like me coming on your podcast is going to help you get a video out and have some content for next month, or you doing a collab with me so I get more eyes on my video, like it's a win-win-win.
I lose nothing with your gain. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that.
I literally, I feel like anyone in my life, I don't care how far they go. I just want them to go. Because just when you get to the top, don't forget about me, Yeah, bring me along.
Hi, Diva. No, yeah, I think a lot of girls in Austin, unfortunately, LA and New York culture is not so much like that. You will find your little pockets of joy and stuff like that. But I think I was really surprised when I moved to Austin how supportive people are.
No, people are so
supportive. And it's like, hey, I have an event. Like, I did that little dinner with Ulta, and you guys all showed up and showed out. Like, and it was such a last minute thing. And you guys were like, absolutely, let's do it. And
we do nothing here in Austin.
No, we do nothing and everything at the same time. I'm busy all the time. What do I do?
Nothing. Exactly.
I'm literally
we're literally 10:30. No, we start at 11 a.m. podcasting on a Wednesday. We do nothing.
You're two self-employed friends. But I would have it no other way. I think.
No, same.
I think being supportive also, like, don't do it in a performative way, but I think it's really important for you to like do it in a way that's like authentic.
Yep.
And pour into the people that you know will pour back into you. And it's not always equal.
Yeah.
But also it can be equitable.
I love that you said that, because I was going to say, I saw a video the other day talking about, you know, there are going to be people in your life and people you surround yourself with that won't have the same views, not political views, because we don't want, I don't want, if you don't, no. I'm talking about in general, like friendship views, or like if you're pouring in way more and they're not pouring in, just clock it.
Yeah.
You don't have to immediately be like, I don't want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Just distance yourself and then put it in your brain, like, you know, you don't have to have high expectations of every single person. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to get there. I couldn't remember my word, expectations.
I love the journey. I love the journey there.
But it's really important that in this industry, in this time of life, like every single friend is valuable in its own way.
Of course.
But you don't have to have everything from that person. I think that's something I learned in my 30s for sure. Like I'm like, oh, I have my girl group to go to dinner with. I have my girl group to go on a walk with. But then there's one girl you can do all of that with.
Yeah.
And that's okay too.
Yeah, you can't put that expectation on people, because if you put that, they might not meet it, and then
you
resent them for that too. And I think it's also like knowing who to go to for certain things.
Yes,
too,
that's something I'm learning.
Like having friends in your 20s and 30s and making friends in your 20s and 30s can be difficult if you make it difficult and you go in with a mindset of like, well, I need this person to be like this, but maybe they're not like that.
Yeah.
They're not like that, and you have to be okay with that. And I have to know, okay, I'm not going to talk to my best friend for 6 months, but the second she calls me, we're on the phone for 4 hours.
Exactly.
You know?
Same.
And and you have to be okay with that. And also, like, I don't expect you to expect me to do everything that you want me to do.
Yep.
And I think it's also like making friends in this era of my life has been so spectacular, because I have learned how to put up boundaries.
I was just gonna ask you, what kind of boundaries are you putting up?
Girl, if I don't want to go, I'm not going.
Yeah.
That is the biggest.
That's a big one for me. Now I'm like, energy waste. Same. I'm like, look, Shay really made me think that way, because he's like, do you really need to go to every single event? You're allowed to say no. I'm like, oh my God, you're so right.
And like, I didn't know that was an option.
I didn't even know that was, I thought I had to be there every time.
No, it's even with like friends, like if a friend hits me up and I've already decided like I'm not going anywhere today, sorry diva, I'm at home, or like I'm with my husband, I'm having intentional time with my husband, or like I remember we went to a dinner, like that first event that like we actually met at, and like people wanted to go out afterwards, and I was like,
you said no.
Hi divas, it's 10
You know what? I think no one went out anyway.
No, because then the girl who was hosting it was like, actually, I don't want to go out. And I was like, hey, so putting up boundaries, like not spreading myself thin with friends, I think is important, and I'm learning to do that. But also telling when like someone does something to upset me, I don't immediately attack them.
No, you say what's wrong.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, Karishma, I didn't appreciate how you said that about me, or like you said that to me and it really hurt, and I just want to talk through it and I want to identify it.
Same.
Because like, why not?
Why keep the animosity and then be all hateful to each other over that one thing? No, like, what's wrong? I'm so sorry that I said that. Oh my God, I didn't know it came off like that.
Of course,
let's talk about it.
We have different ways of talking. We come from different cultures.
Yes.
Like it's gonna happen. And I think like being able to identify it and not attack, but also just like communicate. Like it's okay to talk things out.
Yeah.
Like diva, just talk to me.
Dude, I like said no to my first brand deal with my management, like when we first got in, and then they gave me a brand deal, but I couldn't do it because I was gonna be out of town. I said no, and I felt so bad.
That guilt.
And then I texted her. I was like, I'm so sorry. I know this was my first brand. And she's like, girl, it's okay. And I'm like, damn, who hurt me?
And who hurt you? We can talk about it.
Because it's literally not that serious. When you say no, I think that's the biggest thing. I think as former people pleasers, we're like, how did that other person feel? I hope I didn't make them feel bad, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no, how do you feel?
Yeah.
And it's okay to say no. You can't be everywhere for everyone.
No, I think it's, again, a balance. It's like finding this beautiful little pocket of being like, okay, well, I'm not going to people please, so I'm going to say no, but I'm also not going to be an A about it. And I'm just going to be like, I'm going to be empathetic about it.
And
hey,
be
I'm
like,
so sorry I can't go. I'm sorry I know you wanted me there, but I just can't.
I can't.
And I won't.
So, yep.
And period.
Exact.
And it's so fun. I love being an adult.
Exactly.
I
Me
love it
too.
here. I love it
then,
here.
and then being around people who are like-minded.
Okay, because there are some girls at their ripe ages that have not learned how to communicate and are still so envious and so ugly inside and
My
attack
God.
you.
They're like the most beautiful people, but they're so ugly on the inside that it takes away their beauty.
No, truly. And it's like when you're friends with people who have not had the time to mature emotionally. And I think it's like also you have to meet people where they're at.
Yep.
But like if I have to go all the way to you, it's not worth my time. And I'm so sorry. And it's noted and I'm distancing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you get those friends that are like, will throw out therapy talk to you and like will like weaponize their therapy talk. And I'm like, whoa there. So it's two different ends of the spectrum and it's balance, girl. Life is balance.
No, yeah.
It's a balancing act all the
When
time.
I moved here, that was the first thing I learned was I said no to going out with a friend and they just said, oh, that's okay. And I'm like, oh my God, that's how easy it is?
No, mama, who hurt you times two?
Yeah, that's how easy it is. Like,
Yeah.
you're not making me feel bad for not going out. That's crazy. And then once I learned that, oh, there are actually people like that and you can be around people like that, my life changed. My life changed immensely.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
You feel free.
No one makes you feel bad. Like, if we had a plan tonight and you said, hey, girl, I just can't, I'm not feeling good. Oh my God, no worries. Honestly, I was thinking about canceling anyway.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about canceling.
Yeah, I'm a homebody.
When I get the text, hey, I don't want to go. Oh, me neither.
Love you. Can we just
Thank you so
FaceTime?
much. Yeah.
And then we're FaceTiming for 2 hours, bitch. We could have done this in person.
No, but you know what? At least I'm in my home. I love my home.
I do too.
Thank God.
And your home is looking cute, cute, cute.
Thank you.
You know, we're online so much. So how do you protect your peace when, you know, the internet can be so crazy loud?
Oh my gosh. I think like I literally, it's such a dumb answer, but like touching grass, like I just go outside or I just like do
That's
something.
not a dumb answer.
I mean, it's
connecting
such
with
a-
nature is so important.
No, but it's such an overused answer, but it's so true. Like being able to also like wake up and not go on my phone is something that I've been trying to do more, right? So you don't start your day off on social media.
I leave my phone in the bathroom.
That's so smart.
That's where I plug it in because I have a hatch. So I
that's
never have my
so
phone next to me.
smart.
Never sleep with my phone, never wake up with my phone.
Okay, that's really smart.
I changed that last year. Changed my life.
Yeah, I have a hatch. I've never used it. Like I will put my phone on D&D and I just like don't look at it until I'm like on the treadmill at the gym and I've like finished my workout or something. But also just like spending intentional time with my husband where I'm like, I can put my phone down and we just go out on a date. And it's
I
like
love it.
no pictures, no videos. Let's go get ice cream. Let's like we're going to an Airbnb for his birthday next month and no, girl, next week. Next week. And I'm going to be on D&D so no one's going to be able to reach me. Just intentional D&D time.
Do you tell that to your management as well? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm out of office.
Okay.
And just don't try and reach me. Don't beat me. Don't call me. Don't think of me. Don't.
See, I'm
perceive
so
me.
bad at that because I haven't gotten into that. Like, I was on vacation, but they were still messaging me. But I did say, hey, I don't have signal for these many hours.
Yeah.
Dude, my life was amazing last week. Like, in Montana, literally 6 to 7. That was my tone in my head. La, 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 la.
So beautiful.
6 to 7 hours a day, no signal. It's
That's
amazing.
beautiful.
Forcefully out. It taught me, like, oh my God, I was on my phone so much the past few months.
Oh, it's like grabbing a cigarette.
Yes.
I'm always like,
I've been breaking myself now, and I'm just like way healthier. Right now, I've only checked my phone because I just check in the time.
This time.
But other than that, I've been like so much better after that trip.
I'm so bad. I don't have any notifications on for anything.
Oh, me either.
Just text.
Just emails and texts.
I don't even have my emails on.
Wow, I should turn my emails off.
I just go in like a few times a day and I'll just like refresh, forward, respond, easy.
So my problem with emails is I just respond so late that I have to have the notifications on, so it reminds me to do it. But Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all social apps, no notifications.
Because it would be going off like crazy.
Oh yeah, because we're just
I'm
so
famous.
popular.
Yeah, I honestly,
No, it changed my mental health game.
and like I said before, like you kind of have to treat your job as if it is a corporate job.
Yeah.
And if I'm taking my time off, I'm like, hey guys, from this date to this date, I'm gonna be out of office. If you need me and it's urgent,
Text
me and like I will, like I'm obviously like checking and like coherent of okay, if an emergency happens, it's fine. But no, I will take like intentional like out of office days And then my team knows, okay, on Monday she's back and she's fine.
Okay, I need to do that. I
did a good
feel
job.
so guilty
Nope.
because I take like no days off. You know what? I'm going to Hawaii in September.
I'm so jealous.
So I'm going to take those 6 days off and see if that actually works.
Well, because now
I'm kind of scared. Oh my God. Is that my PTO?
No, and it is. Because no, when I tell you, when you are able to like treat, if you're self-employed, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a content creator, like take the time to take time off. Everything is content, but not everything has to be.
Yes.
So, you know, like if you're going to be in Hawaii, oh my goodness, what
So
a
much
beautiful time. And you have so much time now to be like, hey guys, these 6 days I will be out of office.
And I want to take time for my mental health.
I'm going to,
oh my God.
and it's truly like people get it because we're working. Like I have filmed ads and submitted during the weekend when they're not in office, but I have to be clocked in.
I'm literally on every Sunday I take off, by the way. Mental
Very
health
good.
day.
Very good.
I do not post. I try not to check social every single Sunday of the week.
I try and do that sometimes.
Sometimes I can't.
Sometimes flexibility.
Yes, sometimes I can't, but 80% of the time I try to take the Sundays off because the more you grow too, it's a mental game. You start getting really into your head.
Oh,
you
I
have
live
to
in my
do
head,
this.
babe.
So yeah.
No, yeah.
So I'm trying to be better about that.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna take your advice on this.
Please take Hawaii and like make the content that you want to make there. If you want to take a picture. If
I
you wanna
really
go get
need
ready
to. I really need to.
Yeah,
I
I
need
can't
that.
wait.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna talk to Amelia.
Yeah, no.
She's probably listening.
Hey, girl.
All right, let's do a quick rapid fire, and then I'm gonna ask you 2 closing questions, and we have 4 minutes. Oh my God,
That went so fast.
So are you ready to get back on the podcast game?
No,
or
yeah,
what?
this was so fun. In the first like 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, I was like trying not to look at the cameras, but as soon as I locked eyes with you, I was like, we're just having a conversation. This is a power lunch.
Literally, it looks intimidating, but when we're here,
Forget about it. The camera's there. No fourth.
All right, quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
Morning person, night owl.
Morning person.
Outfit you feel most confident in?
This one.
Oh.
Jorts and a tight top.
Okay, I'm gonna get into the Jorts life. One app you couldn't live without.
Girl. Oh my God.
You can't choose one.
Oh my God. One app I couldn't live without.
Yeah.
TikTok. I'm addicted.
I love TikTok. Current obsession?
Oof. My shark chill pill.
Okay, yeah. You're everywhere with that.
It's on my back.
Dream brand collaboration?
Disney.
Ooh, biggest pet peeve?
Smacking when people eat and they smack. Hate that.
One word your friends would use to describe you?
Skinny.
Period.
Yeah.
That's it. My job.
Thank you.
For me, I would describe you as, and I've only known you a couple months, but confident.
Oh, thank you.
I really love it. Like it shines through you.
Oh my God, thank you. I would say warm. You're very warm.
Oh my God.
Like your aura is very warm. It's very easy to be around you.
Thank you. Because a
Very
lot
calming.
of people say I have an RBF, and I'm
do.
like,
You do.
I swear it's not. It's not an RBF, but it's more like I'm reading the situation before.
It's because you're really pretty, Karishma. I'm not even trying to be funny. When I first met you, even though we had been kicking online already, I was intimidated to go up to you because I was like, she's so pretty. And
You're lying.
No.
I feel so ugly all the time. Oh
No,
my God.
I told my husband this morning, I was like, I'm feeling really Shrekish today. Shrek cheek.
No, you look gorgeous.
Thank you so much. See, we're our biggest haters. Yeah, you're
We
very
are.
warm and inviting.
Thank you. So if you see me out in public, I swear it's because 1, I have anxiety, social anxiety. But 2, I am warm. Just like, let me warm up. Just a little bit.
Let me warm up and then I'll be warm.
Good. The first 2 seconds, I am a little weird, but I feel like that's all of us.
True. That's me.
If I honestly, I find it a red flag when people come up to me like, oh my God. I'm like, oh,
Let's warm up, babe.
let me get
You
there.
can do that in a couple months. But like, let's warm up. Let's get there.
I get scared.
No, let's take the journey together.
All right. 2 last. Oh my God, we're on the last minute. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Ryan. If you could give every woman listening one piece of advice, what would it be?
Confidence. Be confident. Be authentic. Be raw. Be vulnerable. It's gonna get you so much further than trying to adapt to a mold that doesn't fit you.
Yes. Every single point. And then last one, finish this sentence.
Oh God.
The best version of yourself starts when?
Starts when you allow it to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was good.
When you let chills. When you let it, don't force it. Let it be. Let it go.
Well, thank
Let
you.
it go.
Let it go.
Thank you, Karishma.
No, thank you
for having
so
me.
much. We're gonna have to do a part 2. Like this was amazing.
Let us know if you want us to.
Yeah, let us know what else you want us to answer because we are in it.
Maybe you'll be my first guest.
Oh my God.
Hey. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys.